We good? What's up, everybody? Just want to make sure audio is good. Yes, awesome. Waiting for the boys to hop back on. If you guys are coming over from the other stream, thank you very much. I would like to say what's up to the internet. Welcome to a very special early edition of Unboxing Thursdays. My name is Kevin, aka Toying Around. Do you notice a lot of your favorite toy reviewers say, as always? I've noticed that recently, and I think now that you've heard me mention it, you're going to notice it a lot more too. But basically, if you're coming from the other stream, from Dan Who's stream, and you're new here, this is a show where I try to open a lot of toys that I have, a backlog of toys, so that I can get them out of their boxes, actually enjoy the toys, get rid of the boxes, so that I have space to buy more toys. Now, this was really just a live stream that first started, but it's evolved to a thing where every week I try to bring on a friend or another collector in the community. We sit down, we chat, we open toys together, and just talk about things in this hobby that interests us, that are of interest to us, whether it's different lines, different aspects like photography, toy photography, cameras, the equipment that we use. So, it's a different bag every week. Today is a very special episode because it's a home and home special. If you're a baseball fan, the home team plays at one stadium and then they switch it and then they go to the other team's home stadium. So this is what we're doing with Dan Who today. I was just on his stream, and I hopped off a little bit earlier to get this set up, and now we're gonna do this here. If you're new to the channel, there's a whole series of these on the side. There should be a playlist for previous episodes. Like last week, I had an interesting chat with some of my friends, local collectors. And to talk about for next week, I'm going to have Laser Pants. If you guys know Laser Pants 81, he's usually found trolling in the comments, so you'll know him there. Or High School Creations on Instagram. He's an amazing DIO creator, and just provides awesome content on Instagram. And we chat a lot about different things that we make. There's another thing, DIO making, another topic that we would talk about on here. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you could, and hit the notification so you'll know when these episodes are on. Usually they're on Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. This is just a special episode to line up with Dan's show, as they're in the UK. And what we normally do is I show a box of toys or a pile of toys that I have to unbox. Usually I have a guest go through what they have, and I have the chat mention what they want to see open first. But as I'm still... Oh, here we go. Our first guest from Dan Who Reviews is Dan himself.
How we doing, people? How we doing? Hey, let's just do this. Right. Let's just not invite Brandon in, and you and me can go. Let's do it.
Well, I can leave the link to send to him, so that's
no. I'm literally doing it now. I'm trying to do it now. He's run to get a drink, but we're good. We're good to go. How are we doing, people? Hello, everyone. And thank you for hosting us on your channel. We stole your concept for a whole show.
I mean, we're all, it's, I don't want to see it as a show or like any sort of setup. It's, it's literally, we're just a couple of collectors opening up presents. Yeah, summer presents, I guess, but opening toys and just chatting about different things. Sometimes people come on, they're like, oh, what's the format like? Do you have any questions? Do you want to ask me this and that? I'm like, we're just hanging out. Yeah, we're just chilling. And, we were already on your channel earlier. I'm sure everyone here already knows about you, so it doesn't need to be said. But if they don't know you, for those few people's sake, Dan, why don't you give everyone a quick introduction?
Pal, my name's Dan W. I am just a genuine collector from the UK. None of my friends or my missus like my collecting or are involved in my collecting. So I thought I am going to make a YouTube and talk to anybody who's willing to listen. And thankfully, a few people wanted to listen. So I've got a nice little channel where I basically get to vent and talk about toys. That's my little output. And so that's it. I've got a channel, Dan Who Reviews, and I just talk toys. Just talk toys. Massive Marvel Legends guy, if you couldn't tell by the stuff behind me. But I do dabble in a lot of other stuff as well. I just don't tend to put too much on my channel, because I'm doing Marvel Legends reviews all the time, and then suddenly I started doing loads of other things, you'd put the people off that were here for the Legends. So I do mainly Legends and do a few spin-offs here and there, but yeah, I'm just a genuine collector like everyone else. But just love talking toys. My skills are talking. I can't do ACBA. No patience for that. So I can talk nonsense, which is probably a curse as well as a gift. But yeah, here I am, Dan Who Reviews.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that with regards to just sticking to Marvel Legends on your channel. Earlier, I mentioned to you I first started because I got the Apocalypse wave early, and that was, I guess, that's how I built up the audience.
Yep.
Then, you know, I love Star Wars, I love Black Series, and I throw up a few Black Series figures here and there, and it just wasn't the same kind of response in terms of viewership.
I learned that early on, like when I started my YouTube. My first, like, of course, before I made my own channel, I was watching the Fuchs and Chartemus, and I was watching Bug Nice, and even Unparalleled, and all those guys, the people that you know in the community. And but I was a massive fan of Glenn Webb, and he was like the UK guy. He was like the guy people knew from the UK. And when he passed away, it was a massive void within the UK. And by no means did I think I could fill it, but I was like, there's never a UK perspective about collecting in general. And like you're from Canada, so you must get it. You're curious of how the Americans buy stuff and where they get their stuff. It's just always fun to be involved. So I was like, I feel like I already had the camera equipment. I used to film and edit music videos. That's where the Dan Who name comes from, by the way, from when I did music. So it was like a gimmick. It was like a gimmick. Dan Who, Dan W. That's where Dan Who comes from. So it's like just a joke about myself.
And then they're like, Dan Who?
Yeah. As stupid as it sounds, but yeah, you can find my music on YouTube. You probably won't like it, but it's there. But yeah, that's where the Dan Who comes from. But now it's stupid. Like I learned this early on, but my channel now, it basically reads DANWHOREVIEWS. So we'll probably get people coming to my channel looking for their views on whores, but no, just toys there, unfortunately.
So yes, here is Brandon. He's a little bit late, but he is Hero Collections on Instagram. He is also part of the DANWHOREVIEWS channel. Welcome, Brandon.
Brandon, what are your views on whores, by the way? Never really asked you on my channel. Maybe this is the right time.
As guys be here.
It's funny that I didn't want to say anything. What I've learned.
What do I think about the DANWHOREVIEWS?
DANWHOREVIEWS.
You're a little delayed, Brandon. You're a little delayed.
I hope it's not my app. I think it picks up in a little bit.
Nice.
But what I've learned as an adult is that there's no point in pointing out anything funny about somebody's name, because they live with it every day. Someone has said it to them at some point. So when I saw your channel was DANWHOREVIEWS, I was like, is this the opportunity to bring it up? Because I'm sure he knows. There's no way.
That's what's funny. When people mention it to me, they mention it to me like they're the first person. Like Robo even did it to Unparalleled. Like Robo said to Unparalleled, Dan's channel looks like DANWHOREVIEWS. And I'm like, yeah, of course I know it does. I didn't really think it through when I thought Dan Who Reviews. I just thought that sounded catchy, and it was still on brand with the whole Dan W thing. So because I've always thought YouTube, the key is consistency and brand. If you can brand yourself and be consistent and always be, so many people try and start a YouTube channel, but they just drop off when they not get a lot of views. Like some of my videos don't go past 300 views. Like I'm not an idiot, but for me, YouTube isn't about views. Like for me, YouTube's my safe space to talk about toys and share my thoughts with the community. Do you know, like, so yeah, like it's just funny. I do love YouTube though. It's a gift, as I said, it's a blessing, but sometimes a stress as well, because like sometimes I'll be excited to get a figure, but by the time I've got it and I want to talk about it, MCU Collector and Eve Rivera and X Manny, I've already reviewed it three weeks ago and no one cares about it anymore. So but it's all love, as I said. But yeah, I love this type of concept as well, by the way, just sitting and talking toys. So people like yourself, Toy Amigos, the Infinity Equation podcast and Parallels, like I love the streams. I just love the more open forum rather than just a singleized, let's talk about this one toy.
Right. And you know, the difference with yours, I like yours because you do have usually a theme. Like with Laser Pants, you would do you did the villains, and then with Dante, you did the Spidey costume.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Just keeps it on topic, doesn't it? Like because you can go off on your tangents like you do, which is absolutely fine, but then it just keeps focus, keeps you moving forward. Because I've watched some streams and they just go all over the place, which is fine. But like I like, as I said, for someone, if someone was coming in and that was the first time they watched something, like that's why you do the same intro every single time you do a video. That's why you do the same comparisons, because it may be someone's first time.
Right.
So like just try and keep it on theme, on subjects, and then occasionally you can, as I said, I like going off on the tangents, but I'm glad you've noticed that as well. I appreciate that.
So what I've learned, or what I've taken to heart is one of my favorite comedians is Jerry Seinfeld. Seinfeld was one of my favorite shows, and he was on a show kind of like this about comedians, and the host asked him. The host told a story about how he went to Jerry. He's like, "Oh, Jerry, how do you feel about telling the same joke in every set? Or like if you do one show, you do these jokes and you do it again, won't you feel bad that people are hearing the same joke?" And Jerry says to him, how big do you think, like how big of an ego do you have? You think that everyone knows every single thing that you do that you wouldn't do? So I kind of took that mentality, like, you know what, like you said, someone's watching this for the first time, or they haven't been, you know, they're watching it later, they're just discovering it. So you try to do it that way. Hey, Brendan.
Okay, I'm back. I don't know what happened. My Wi-Fi went funny.
Much better.
Yeah. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, that was clearly your Wi-Fi. You're back 100%. You're good now. You're good now.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So this is Brandon, by the way. Say hello, Brandon.
Yes, guys, great to see you. Kevin, thank you for having me. Thank you for having us. It's great to see you. It's
feels like forever, doesn't it? Feels like forever. The three of us have been together.
Yeah, I mean,
what did you do on the break?
Say again.
What did you guys do on the break?
Oh, I went and got some water. I had a quick chocolate bar. I was replenishing the energy. I did check the freezer for ice cream. Usually when we do our streams, I have ice cream.
Yeah, that's right.
but there was no ice cream, so
I haven't moved from this seat, by the way, people. I have literally closed my stream and I'm still sat here now. So I've not moved.
No, I needed to go and run around. I was getting a bit tense.
Dan told me in the side message that he's actually urinating into a bottle under the table. Like he told me not to tell anyone, but
you hear it.
No, I went to my daughter came home from school. My fiance baked an apple pie, so I had a quick slice with some ice cream.
Oh wow!
Nice. Yeah, I knew Brandon would like that. Ice cream was mentioned.
Yeah, I love ice cream. Kevin, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Okay, so I don't know if it's common there. It's black sesame ice cream.
Oh, wow. Never heard of that. Never heard of that.
So I don't know, like when you go to a Japanese restaurant here, there's usually like dessert, and it's always like green tea ice cream or red bean or mango. I don't know if that's common there. And they also have black sesame ice cream, and it's friggin' awesome.
Never heard of it. What's it taste like?
How do I describe black sesame? It's like a very rich flavor, but it's not super sweet. I don't know. I'm not a big sweets guy, but that's basically, I don't know. It's not the sweetest ice cream. But I'm glad to have you on now, Brandon. Everything's running relatively smoothly. What I normally do is I have guests show what toys they have to open. But since we already started, I don't know if I know Dan still has a whole bunch. And what I like to do is...
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go through your pile. People in the chat, just type in the comments. What do you want to see open first?
Right. Okay. Let's have a look. So
I got all the best ones I saved for this stream.
Yeah, I think I've saved the best for you as well, Kevin. I'm not going to lie to you. So let me show. I want to open. So basically, I've been buying all the G.I. Joe stuff, but I've not opened anything yet apart from the first one. What was the first 6-inch Joe? What was it? The exclusive Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
So here's the only one I've opened, but right. I have I've brought every single other Joe. Like I have them all, but they're all in boxes. So that's the only one I've opened is Snake Eyes, exclusive Snake Eyes. But I have the rest, so I want to open some more right here on the channel. So I've got the exclusive Cobra Commander.
Coco.
So I've got
Beautiful.
that, which seems like it could be an easy open. But yeah, I like that. I've also got two of these. It's the Ninja and also the Cobra Island Trooper, which I could probably sell for £100 on eBay right now, but I'm going to open it instead because I want to keep it. So yeah, I'm curious what people think the best is, because these are people are liking these. I'm thinking
those ninjas are fantastic.
Yeah, and so that's what I'm going to open first is the GI Joe stuff.
Brandon has the figure arts?
Mine is all imports. So I got Mayfex Batman Hush. I got SHF Loki. This is one of my most anticipated of the year, and I saved it just for today.
Yeah, I like the look of that one.
Then I picked this up in the Black Friday sale, the King Piccolo, Evil Piccolo from Dragon Ball, and then these two beauties as well.
Ooh,
wait, this way.
Oh,
so that is the event exclusive Goku.
Goku and Goku. Yeah, it is Goku.
Huh?
Goku and Goku. I'm stealing an unparalleled joke, essentially.
So
I'm gonna let the chat, catch up with the chat to see which ones they want you to open first. But while I'm doing that, if everyone who's coming from the Dan Who stream, welcome to the channel. If you like stuff like this, I do this every week. I'm just opening a bunch of new toys. Just treat it like your regular social media post. Just hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you are down for it. Ronald Ramos is the best because he is actually first this time in the chat. Darth Clueless told me he's checking in from work and he is looking forward to interjecting when he gets a chance when people are off his back.
Nice.
So I told him interject away. High School Creations. You saw him subscribe to your channel earlier.
I did. Thank you very much.
Yeah, he's going to be on in 2 weeks. Noni M, what's going on? Thor 2012? Yes.
Yep, Thor 2012.
The Toy Migos chat all the time. Laser Pants, he's going to be on next week. Heroes World Online. Heroes World Online was on with me last week, so feel free to check out that episode later on. Terrence, Jamie, Ewan W says, "Hey Kevin, hope you're well. Thanks for coming on, man. I see your name trolling Ryan often too, so I hope to see you next week." Mike G is my friend Plastic Life. He went on a toy run with me yesterday. I'm like, I need toys for tomorrow. What are you doing? Do you want to go to Toys R Us? And we just got in the car, 15-minute ride. And
you make that sound so casual. I just got in the car and drove to Toys R Us.
Jealous.
He said that so casual, like it's not going to hurt our souls. Not going to hurt our souls.
I said,
just to confirm, Mayfax Hush Batman is officially open. I've had this since August. I have had this since August and not opened it.
That's what I'm trying to do. That's what this is all about. Right?
I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Finally.
Dan wanted to open his G.I. Joes, and like, did you make a dent, would you say, in your pile in the first half of this?
Oh, I opened maybe 10% of the stuff I got on the floor. I'm not in the pile. No, it's stupid, isn't it? I've got an issue. But I got some.
Wow.
I had some stuff. So, as I said, I'm a casual Star Wars guy, but I want to build like one little collection. So far on my stream, I opened, due to Brandon's recommendations, Han Solo and Chewie. So now I've got these two some. And also, I
want to follow up with that because I missed the end of it, but yes.
And then I've got the better scaled R2. Obviously, that was my old R2. Did not scale. Now I've got a much better scaled R2 for my Black Series, thankfully. I also opened another Hellfire Soldier. I think we opened this just off when you just left. And the chat named him, what did we name him? Hugo? Hugo. So this is Hugo, Hellfire Hugo. It definitely wasn't Hitler. Someone suggested Hitler and he decided to go against that name.
No. I said Hector.
Hector.
Okay, Hector.
Hector.
Okay.
Hector.
Well, I've got
Oh my
no,
God.
not you suggested it. Some randomer in the chat suggested it.
Oh, they actually did.
Oh,
Yeah, so I've opened a few bits and bobs. I opened the Apocalypse, Marvel Legends Pockets Deluxe, Age of Apocalypse, like you did. That was how we started the stream. So yeah, we opened a few, but we got plenty more.
Yeah. Cap Live says, "Hello, my fellow chaps."
Hello.
Do you need to say fellow chaps or just chaps or fellows?
I don't use fellow and I don't use chaps.
Chaps the pants.
Hello, chaps. I can say it, but I wouldn't use it in my day to day. I'd say hello, mate. Say hello, mate. I say sound a lot. My missus doesn't like it when I say sound to people.
What a
sound. Sound just means okay, cool, everything's good. So I say sound. So if you say, Dan, let's go meet here, I'll be like, sound. Dan, let's go and do this. Not a problem, sound. Dan, can we have this for dinner? Sound. Like it just always said it. My missus hates it.
I'm getting everyone's regional dialects when I do this. Like when Just Jay Hernandez was on, I had him explain the word he always used, John. But that was back in the Instagram.
Is that toilet? John's a toilet, right?
A JAWN. It's like a slang way of saying joint. So like this joint here, that joint. So he's saying John. A John is a toilet or a person who frequents prostitutes, whore views.
DANWHOREVIEWS. Yeah, I know it. I know of it.
My friend Vern's Hobbies is here. Yo, Thor 2012 says subscribed for the first time. Thank you very much. We've got a lot going on. In the intro I mentioned we talk not just about collecting toys, but I sometimes do toy photography. So with different guests, we talk about that aspect. We can talk about cameras, camera gear. Sometimes I do some 3D printing. And I wanted to show this because, Dan, you said you're 2 episodes behind on The Mandalorian.
Yes.
Don't
worry about spoilers. I have Instagram, so of course I've already been spoiled. So don't worry about it.
You've seen the guy, the extra that the set guy they didn't cut out in the scene.
The jeans guy. Yeah.
I think they named him Admiral Blue Jeans.
Yeah.
So this.
Oh wow!
3D print of.
That is cool.
That guy. Like,
That's cool.
This up.
That is really cool.
It's so dumb.
Did you design that, or is that like something you download and you can just print?
It's a model that somebody made. I was just looking at Star Wars stuff, and this was the newest one, and I'm like, this is so dumb. I want this. So I scaled it down so it would print fast, and there's a whole guy standing here behind this wall, and.
Hey, you need to put that in 6-inch scale and get it on the shelf. That is good. That's a fun, unique little Easter egg in someone's collection. That is. And
then you could probably print out some of those cards that you can do a retro card.
Yeah, I've seen people mock up custom cards online.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's good.
Toy review. Somebody said Mafex Batman, so you've already got that started. How are you liking that, Brandon?
Yeah, I was gonna say. So Dan and I always say Mafex. I know it is Mafex, but it's such. Now that I've been in like the habit of saying Mafex for years, I'm trying to get back into the habit of saying Mafex.
Yeah, I won't be able to change my mind.
I mean,
Mafex.
I'm just switching some hands over now.
Is the cape too big? That was the one. That is the. So you've got it in your hand for the first time. Do you feel like that cape's too big? Because from the reviews I've watched, the critique of that figure is the cape is too big.
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely a lot. I think with some posing, you can definitely finagle it to get it a bit more how you would want it. I think it definitely is. There's a lot there to kind of get into. But I mean, I've had this since August, right? I knew it would be like a really cool figure to open at some point, but I never really had like that pull to be like, yeah, I need to open this now. But getting this out, the packaging, I mean, it's the same thing that happens with any Mafex figure that I ever open. It is just so, I mean, they are just, wait, I'm trying to get the look,
It's very
the quality
extra.
is just amazing.
Do you have that, Kevin?
Like,
Yeah, I do. The cape is like posing a cape is like posing a second figure. It's like two. It's like a two in one. Because once you have the pose for Batman down, then you have to wrap the cape around. But once you get it right, it really helps sell, the motion
the whole
or
thing.
whatever. Yeah, it's really exaggerated. So that's one of my favorite figures this year.
Will you be doing a top
Kevin,
10?
quick question. Oh,
Will I be doing a top 10? Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
I think in the nature of this of the content that you provide, it's kind of. I'm assuming you're doing one too.
Yeah, I'll do a top 10 legends, and I think me and Brandon will do a stream where we can try and do because me and Brandon will have a different list, which is fine, which is good. So I think me and Brandon might do a stream where we go back to back, because December is this fun time of year where we can reflect on what a year has been, because it's been a weird year. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Regardless of toys, it has been a weird year. But for toys, it never slowed down or stopped. There may have been a few delays here and there, but let's be honest, we haven't had a lack of toys. So plenty of to choose from. And I do enjoy going around watching everyone's lists. So, I'll be curious to see everyone's. But yeah, that Mafex Batman looks impressive.
Yeah.
And I've got mine.
For sure.
Wow,
It
Mafex.
I'm not daunting for me. Oh, you have it too. Perfect.
Yeah, just not opened it yet. But maybe now's the time.
It is a little bit daunting for me to think about going back, or maybe even thinking through each episode that I've done to see what figures have come out this year. I'm like, oh God, there's so much.
Yeah.
There's so much to go through.
Yeah, and you forget. Like some figures feel like they've been out for years, but they didn't. They came out in January.
I think one of mine.
So I keep a list in my notes.
Oh, really?
Good.
No, you keep a list.
Wait, you go first. I'll say after.
No, I was just gonna say, Mafex Jordan is gonna be on my top 10. And what I remembered from last week when you said, "Oh, guess what? Mine arrived on the 23rd. It's so awesome." So then I'm like, "That's ridiculous, Brandon." And then I said, "Wait, when did mine arrive?" So then I went to go check my tracking, and it also arrived on the 23rd. I was like, "Yes, part of the club."
But you haven't got this Michael Jordan, have you? Let's be honest. This Michael Jordan didn't arrive on the 23rd, but a cartoon animated guy came and delivered
How
to me.
dare you, sir?
Oh, you have? Well, yes.
No, this one is different. It's the same
You've got
line.
black. Yeah, you've got black trunks.
Mine's in the warm-ups. He came with Marvin the Martian.
Oh, they're so cool. So nostalgic. I had to. But I do want that Mafex. I'm gonna have to correct myself every time. But I do want that Jordan. Brandon, did you buy the hoop? Do you know you said you're gonna get the hoop on AliExpress?
Oh, yeah.
Did you get the hoop?
Who, me?
Can you not hear us, Brandon? Yeah, you.
Wait,
Did you get the hoop?
This is so hard to do backwards. Wait. Okay, there we go. Yes, so there was one that I was gonna get, and then something happened to it. Or like there was a deal on it, and it was like £10 off, but then I missed the deal for Black Friday or whatever. And then Kevin sent me a link to another one that was the same price, and then I ended up getting that one. I really battled with the idea of it for a minute, because I was like, do I need it? Where am I going to put it? There's, it's another £25 that you're going to spend today, all that kind of thing. But then once I got thinking about it, and I was like, look, this is like the definitive accessory for Jordan, let alone for more Mafex NBA players when they bring them out. Like my ideal would be if they brought out Jordan as they've done. If we got a Lakers Kobe with the 24, and if we got a Miami Heat LeBron, I would be like, yes, I would be really happy. So, and I just thought to myself, imagine the photos or the play you could get out of that one accessory with those figures. I was like, yeah, it's a no-brainer. So I had to in the end.
Yeah, it really shows our generational difference on the players that you've chosen that you want to see. For me, it's like a Kobe for sure, and then like a classic Allen Iverson. Those are like the icons that I watched and emulated growing up.
Who's your
Yeah.
team? Who's your
For-
team? NBA team?
Dan, it is the 2019-2020 World Champion Toronto Raptors.
Ah, okay.
yes.
The
I was about to say that.
the logo here is a play on their logo is like the
Yeah.
raptor in the middle, and it says Toronto Raptors.
I see. Occasionally, you're watching the game during your streams. I swear, I've seen sometimes you're streaming and you've got the game on to the side. Or
Oh,
something.
it's because it was the playoffs a few months ago, so
Okay.
people were giving me live updates, and I didn't want to. I think it was when Unparalleled was on, and it was at the same time.
Yeah, I'm not up to date with basketball at all. Are you a Premier League fan? Premier League is the sport. That's wrestling and Premier League. That's all you're gonna get from me.
I am aware of the Premier League. I like to play soccer, as it's known here.
Nice.
But it's one of those I like to play it over watching it type of sports.
Yeah, I still play to this day as well.
Awesome. I've been to one match.
Yep, match. Yep, into a match.
It was Fulham Football Club versus the Blackburn Rovers.
Yep, Fulham and Blackburn.
Yeah.
Yeah, two terrible teams, but yeah, at least you've been to a game.
It was. I was visiting my aunt, and the stadium was like down the street from her. So
okay, so where does she live? She live in Fulham.
Yeah.
Okay, London vibe. Okay, Fulham's ground's not bad. It's not bad. But that's
all I can tell you.
They were probably in league. They were probably in the championship at that time. How long ago was it?
Over 10 years ago.
Okay, so it wasn't a premiership match. You need to see a premiership match. But yes, you've been to a game anyway. But yeah, do you like the atmosphere? Is it different to sports over there? Because I assume your biggest. I don't know if I'm just stereotyping, but is your biggest sport the hockey, or am I stereotyping?
Hockey. Yeah, I think definitely hockey is still huge in Canada. I'm not. It's another sport that I don't really watch. I'm just basketball, baseball, but basketball is climbing up there in terms of popularity based on the recent championship. But hockey is, it's been around a long time too. So
it's still insane to me that you guys over there, well, the Americans mainly, are so into baseball. Like for us over here, that's like not even no one plays baseball. There's no leagues. There's no professional leagues. It's like not even it's just something you play in the playground when you're a kid. It's weird. It's such a big deal for you guys.
People play baseball in school?
Yeah, just in school. Like that's a game you'd play at the playground, and that's it. You'd never play it again in your life. There's no diamonds or anything, right? It's just I'm assuming, that's crazy. No, I get it. It's not a fun sport to watch by any means, which is why when I see like it's huge in Japan, it's huge in Korea, it's huge like Latin American countries. And I'm just like, it somehow went there to these different regions. And it's massive in Japan, isn't it? It's massive over there. Like their biggest celebrities are like baseball players.
Right. And, they export Japanese baseball players to the major league too. Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like our cricket then. But this head sculpt is unreal.
Is cricket boring?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, again, I wouldn't mind playing it like for fun, but like not the usual rules. It's a bit much.
I'd play it with my mates on a field on a summer's day, but like cricket's not a fun sport to watch, and I don't watch it or think it's that popular over here. Maybe it is. I guess when the Ashes are on or something, but I'm aware of it, but not a biggest fan.
A lot of guys on my baseball team are also like crossover cricket players.
Oh, okay.
Even in the league too. Some of them they prefer to catch with their bare hands, like versus using a glove.
That cricket ball is not a light ball. That will knock some teeth out if that hits you in the face.
I've seen guys throw down their glove and catch bare hand because they preferred it in this league.
Better grip.
Yeah, but yes. Back on track, like you said. There's a format.
Articulated Herons in the chat says, never played any of this in Wales. It was rugby. Yeah, rugby. I'm not a fan, I'm afraid. Not a fan of rugby.
My high school team had a high school had a rugby team, but I was obviously way too skinny to get on there. Brandon has bailed.
His internet's probably playing up. He's in his basement. Last week, his nan was staying over and she kept kicking him out. It was funny.
Todd says that is a sticky wicket.
What did you just... Oh, there you go.
Man, I love this thing.
What did you just hold up? I just missed it, sorry.
This was the Admiral blue jeans again, in case anyone missed it.
No, did you pick up some toys? New toys, yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You've got the Strong Guy Wave. Very nice. Very
got
nice.
these on a Black Friday sale on Amazon. I don't really care for these figures, but I wanted to complete the Build-A-Figure. My friend is a huge Deadpool fan, so anytime that there's a Deadpool wave and I want... What was the last Deadpool wave with a cool Build-A-Figure? I basically give him all... He buys all of the figures, and I keep the bath. The last
Deadpool Build-A-Figure was Sauron, and he's a great Build-A-Figure.
Yes.
You give that away, or you give him the figures and you kept the Build-A-Figure?
He gets all the Deadpool figures. He's got
Yeah.
like 3 D-tops full of Deadpool merch. How do you display your Sauron?
He's currently on the bottom shelf with his wings out because the bottom shelf is empty, but you can't see it. But the shelves get lower, there's less on them. So I need a space for him essentially. So he's down there for the time being. But I want to display him wings out, like in the middle of a display type thing. But I need more Savage Land characters. But I don't think Hasbro are ever going to give us some. So you might just have to go in an X-Men villains sort of category.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't even know how to display him. I figure I need some fishing line and hang him from somewhere.
Oh, yeah, that would be really cool. You can display him with his hands on his side, but then the wings are too pointy out at the back that they just knock things over, and it's really awkward to get on a riser as well. Because I've got all my figures on risers so I can see more, but Sauron you wouldn't be able to put on a riser because too big, unless it's on the top. But he's a great figure, and Strong Guy's really good as well. I've actually got someone sitting on Strong Guy's shoulder on the shelf, and he stands, even with his little legs, will stand completely fine on his own.
That's crazy. So I got those on the Boxing Day. Of course, not Boxing Day. I'm getting ahead of myself. Black Friday. I just wanted to show this real quick as it relates to what we're talking about right now. This is a picture from the Legend Collector. Basically, these are tiers of importance on your DTOF shelf.
Yeah.
He has figures that I regret buying at the bottom. Mine are all of the unopened clones from Black Series that I have yet to open.
Yeah.
I've not got a DTOF. I've not got one single DTOF. I'm not a big fan of them. Like I prefer like the way that we've all got just shelf. Well, Brandon's not in his usual setup. It looks like you're just in a cupboard there, Brandon. To be fair, you've been relegated to a cupboard.
Thing. So this, just for context, quickly. So I'm in my bedroom because I'm in my bedroom as opposed to my usual room because my nan is staying with us up until Christmas. So I wasn't sure how late we would go, so I thought I'll stay here. The other reason was because I knew that most of the unboxing I was going to do on Kevin's stream were all imports. So this, wait, which way am I going? This way. Yeah, so all of this behind me, these are all my import figures. So here are mainly my Dragon Ball figures. Here is mainly like Mafex, SHF, Mezco, all that kind of thing is here. And then the one all the way up at the top, that's all my SHF and Mafex MCU stuff. So
have you got doors? Are they doors? Like, will they close?
Yeah, I think it looks like
and these doors are either side of me, yeah.
So when the missus comes round,
yeah, so the doors are open. So basically, yeah. This yeah. The way I usually describe it is like these guys are the pride of my collection because they are just aesthetically amazing. Whereas my Hasbro figures, all my Black Series, Legends, Lightning, they're like the joy of my collection because you can just there's so much fun to just play with and pose and that kind of thing. Whereas with imports, you're always a little bit more delicate.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Brandon, Tat Custom says.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Brandon.
My friend Terrence says, Brandon, do you collect the original?
Brandon, you collect the original Mezco? I don't. So the only Mezco, the Mezcos that I've got Comic, Doctor Strange, Captain America, and Iron Man. comic Old Man Logan, Magneto in the purple outfit, and the regular Logan. And then I've got MCU, Thor, Panther, and Captain Marvel.
Nice.
And I did have Netflix Punisher as well, but I sold him on.
Dan, do you do any of the Mezco stuff?
I had the Punisher. I liked it a lot, but it didn't really sit in with the rest of my collection. I'm not a biggest fan of toys at that scale wearing clothes. Like, I don't know. But I liked it. It just didn't fit in with my style of collection. Do you know?
Right.
I felt like I would have had to have a whole other collection, and the Mezcos just think they're like the price of 4 Legends sometimes. And that's how I've got to do the maths in my head. But I did get the Punisher, but I ended up selling him for like triple what he was like retail because he's just so sought after. And someone offered me £200 for a £70 figure. I was like, okay, you've tempted me, do you know? So I got rid of the Punisher, but the one I've got left is Blade. I have Blade still. And I was very tempted by the White Moon Knight. And I was thinking to myself, trying to justify it in my head where I could have Blade and the White Moon Knight, and then maybe I could build like a little Marvel Knights Mezco sort of section, but I've tried to resist. But I have Blade, but I like them. Just a little bit pricey for me, I think.
And then down the rabbit hole you go.
Exactly, yeah. Don't get me wrong. If money wasn't an option, I'd have loads of them. But I so nearly yesterday talking about this brought the Black Bolt and Lockjaw,
right?
Because Lockjaw scales perfectly with Legends. So like obviously I've got a couple of Inhumans. I've got Black Bolt. I've got Medusa. I still need Kristen and loads of others. But I was like, I could get that Black Bolt and fit it in my Legends display. But then I'm thinking, what am I going to do with just a random Black Bolt Mezco? So do you reckon I could sell that? Do you reckon if I brought the pair, someone would be willing to buy the Black Bolt without Lockjaw?
Well, hold on. How much is the set?
£120. It's on Comic and Cocktails right now, I believe. And if you can get about
60,
and if I could get about 75 for Black Bolt, I think I'd be willing to do it. Because I want, but knowing my luck, I do all this
down the middle. If you split it down the middle, like
I think Brendan is looking for a deal. He wants in. I think he's.
Oh, you want what? You want Black Bolt? Is that what you're saying? You want Black Bolt? The delay is killing me, Brendan.
I hadn't thought of it.
Here we go.
I hadn't thought of it, but I don't really have a need for Lockjaw.
Well, I only want Lockjaw. The Black Bolt looks great, but he ain't going to fit in with my collection. So we might have to make this happen. There might be a live deal right now.
Fit in within mine.
Honestly, this would be the first time that a deal was
just quickly, second. That's not a bad idea, because the reason for me that I started the Mezco was I wanted to get all of the Illuminati in Mezco.
Oh, okay.
That's
and
why
have you got
Strange. That's why I went Strange. Yeah, I've got Strange. I got Cap. I got Iron Man. I used to pretend that Panther was a comic Panther. I'm just gonna just so I can sit back down. I'm just gonna quickly give you guys a quick look at what is up here, just because I'm really,
I know you have Dragon Ball up there.
So just quickly, let's see if you can see everything. So I'm trying to shine a torch on it. So this is all my MCU stuff. So you've got the Hall of Armor at the back there. You've got Marks 2 through 7, all with their own Hall of Armor sets. I've just got to get another Hall of Armor set, and then for Mark 1 when he comes, you got Endgame, pretty much all of Endgame. You got
that
Thanos,
shelf is
Thanos in the back.
You're looking at about
$4
or $5 on that shelf, maybe.
You reckon? Mayflex store, Endgame store.
Yeah.
Falcon. A few manipul heads in there as well. Flashback heads like these two here.
This is the shelf to rescue.
I love this Mayflex Black Panther.
Yeah, this is Brandon's emergency fund shelf. If anything ever goes wrong, he knows he's sitting on a little pile there. That's thousands of pounds worth of action figures on a shelf. They look great though. The SH Figure Arts MCU figures look so good. They look so good together. So good together.
Yeah. And then this is the next shelf down. So you got SHF Star Wars over here. So you got Anakin, Mace Windu, Obi-Wan, Count Dooku, and Yoda from the prequels. From the originals, you got Luke, Leia, Han, and Old Ben Kenobi. From the sequels, over in the corner, you got Old Man Luke and Old Man Han. I love that Old Man Han figure, man. That is just epic. And then you got Phase 1 Clone Trooper, and I got the Phase 2 Clone Trooper somewhere. You got Hot Toys stand in the back there. It's my only Hot Toys.
Very nice.
Steve Jobs next to him.
I think you're
Mezco's.
You're doing the Hot Toy stand a disservice by putting him in the back of the medicine cabinet.
Medicine cabinet.
I know, but the thing is that there wasn't. So basically, for Stan and Steve, they're both sat on these like 1/6 scale chairs.
Okay.
So they're not like just kind of stuff. They're like sat comfortably kind of thing. But because they're so big, I didn't really have anywhere else to kind of properly put them. I did used to have them like at either end of my desk, but now since I've been working from home, it's not as practical. And then just here you got all my Mafex somewhere there. Who's that in the background? Look, Big Mezco. You guys see him?
Yeah, it's too shadowy. Oh, Biggie.
Yeah.
Biggie,
Wow.
The dream. I used to read Word Up magazine.
There you go.
And then you got all my and then you got all my real life people there. Muhammad Ali, Bruce Lee, Michael Jackson,
Jesse and James. I need Jesse and James.
Jesse and James, yeah. And then that's all my Dragon Ball stuff.
Brandon, yeah, I was gonna say I know you got a Dragon Ball shelf. I just got this in this week that I want to unopen. I haven't really seen many people with it yet. Got it from my local store, NMC.
Oh yeah.
So
really nice.
A diorama of the tournament stage
by
Dragon Stars.
That's a really nice set.
Is that what I've seen today in the shop? I've basically seen something exactly like that in a shop today, Kevin, and sent Brandon a picture of it. But it came with a figure. It had a figure attached on the side of the box.
Yeah. So Kevin's one is the same as mine. It comes without Goku. It's just the stage. The one that you saw in the shop today is like the deluxe version, and that has the extra Goku figure with it. But but that is so good, Kevin. It is so easy to set up. Yes, I got it in the other room set up. Last week I think it came, maybe a week before, but it is really nice.
Because that already on the pack, like I knew this going in that this wouldn't be the scale for a 6-inch. On the box, they've already shattered that entire illusion. On the box art, but my plan was only to use the Kid Goku and Kid Krillin from the original Dragon Ball. Anyway, that's when I was watching my favorite parts. So that's the reason I bought this. So I'm gonna open that. And do any of you two do? Yeah, those two. They're awesome. They're so much fun.
Yeah,
Kid Goku with hair, Kid Goku with no hair.
I keep meaning to get the blue gi version of this Kid Goku, but I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Do any of you guys do Power Rangers?
Yes.
Oh, an emphatic yes.
Of course.
I love Power Rangers. Lightning Collection is one of the best.
Let me take my camera off my thing. Let me see if I can give you a view. Okay, so you're getting a bit of behind the scenes. Okay, so there's my screen.
Real. When the camera's coming off, it means you really want to show something.
Okay, so the Power Rangers are above me. So there you go. I've got basically just Power Rangers and Zeo, and I've got the baddies at the back. So I've been trying to display more. Yeah. There's more of my display here that people never see. Turtles up there. There's more. This is the behind the scenes section of the show. But yes, Power Rangers, of course. But only for me, it's Zeo, Power Rangers, Zeo, the original Mighty Morphin Zeo. Maybe I'll be tempted by what is it? Turbo when they come out.
Okay.
But I've also started to buy In Space as well. I pre-ordered that In Space 2-pack with the Red Ranger and his sister. And because I already got the yellow one in the last wave, so I thought I may as well go for In Space as well. So yeah, they're great figures. So again, so nostalgic. I have to. Oh, there's Cap Lives. There he is. He's awake. He's awake.
We have his attention now.
He's awake.
Yeah. I know he's here for the Power Rangers. Vern says I'm avoiding MMPR until I get a Legacy MMPR Megazord. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
I watched Power Rangers when it first came out. I've had toys from Hong Kong before Power Rangers even made it to North America.
Oh wow.
There's a lot of. I'll show you in a second since we're showing displays real quick. And I'm just starting to catch up on all the other series because for a while I was like, this is lame. I'm not going to watch it anymore. And then I started reading the comics, and then now I'm going back to catch the different shows to justify buying the figures.
Yeah,
but I can't buy it anyway.
I've never seen one single episode of Dino Thunder, but that Dino Thunder White Ranger was causing such a controversy because the face was wrong.
Right.
So I got the White Ranger just because it looked like a cool design. It looked like a cool Ranger. I have no idea who he is. I even got Hasbro to send me the replacement head. So now I've got this Dino Thunder White Ranger figure. No idea who he is. Never seen a show, but he just looks like a cool figure. So I've got it. So yes, I get exactly what you're saying.
That's exactly what I did. And then I ended up watching all of Dino Thunder.
Oh, do you like it? It's worth watching.
Dino Thunder was good. I've said it before. It seems like they're actually trying to tell a story versus a show made to market toys to kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a big it wasn't like a big marketing thing. It seemed like I just watch it on Netflix when I'm working. It's in the background, but I'm still paying attention.
So I only ever really watched, as I said, the first couple of years and never revisited. But is it like the same sort of concept where the episodes are one bad guy comes, they kill it, it's the end. Next episode, a new bad guy comes, they kill it, the end. Just that consistent loop of different bad guys, or they're continuous more threads. Like continuing plotline.
There is like the overall main villain and their goal. In each episode, they're just throwing a different monster at the Power Rangers.
I like you. You've got the Megazord. What Megazord's that in the back?
That's the one I'm talking about from Asia, from Hong Kong.
Oh wow! I was gonna say, wow. It's
so
like
not you piece it together. Each individual Zord comes apart as its own separate Zord. So that's
got to be about 20, 25 years old, maybe.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Undoubtedly, though, the Megazord's like iconic in its look.
Yeah, I can't really get into the looks of any of the new Zords, but I also can't. You see, the space is maxed out already. Yeah.
So, you got all the Rangers. You got the White Ranger.
White Ranger I haven't opened yet.
Okay. Yeah,
It's
you got the
right here.
Oh, there you go.
But this week I picked up this gold one. He goes with Dino Charge.
Yeah. There's a black one that's exclusive to Smiths here in the UK, and there's a red one out already as well. The red one's already on your shelf, isn't it? I've seen the red one on your shelf. Yeah, they're the three that are out at the minute. I don't know who the rest of the team are though. Who's the rest of the team, Brandon? Is there a pink one or something? I assume a pink one, maybe.
So I didn't watch past SPD, but I do have the 3 Dino Charge ones. Kevin, did you watch Time Force?
No, I'm not there yet.
That SPD are probably my 2 favorites.
The one on the bike was on sale a few days ago for Black Friday.
Yeah, definitely worth picking up.
The unicycle.
Yeah, the Omega Ranger, definitely worth picking up for sure.
Like we just said, I don't know anything about SPD, but I like the Ranger with the dog head. Do you know, so I've got that figure.
Yeah, Shadow Ranger.
But I have no idea who he is, but I'll display him with his dog head just because he looks cool.
It's a great figure. I don't even know what he does, but he comes with some cool stuff. And that's the thing with this wave. They're just throwing in everything, all the accessories. SPD is a great season. Is it just one season?
Yeah, just one season. I really enjoyed SPD. Really enjoyed SPD.
We
do need Bulk and Skull.
Yeah, that's got to happen, hasn't it? That's got to happen. Bulk and Skull. Got to be a 2-pack. I'd buy it. Pre-order it straight away.
Instant purchase.
They come back, don't they? So obviously, I'd never watched any of the later shows, but they do come back in later shows, don't they? As Bulk and Skull.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're in Dino. No, in space.
Yeah, that's mad.
They have a lot of cameos, I think, sometimes as well.
That's what I'm saying. They dip in, don't they? They dip in and out. Yeah.
I'm watching In Space right now, and the first time you see Andros without his mask, I was like, he just looks like a young Steven Tyler. Bless you.
Thank you.
You allergic to toys, Brandon? Because that's on 2 channels now. You've been sneezing.
Could you tell?
Imagine that if you're allergic to toys. What a horrible life.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do, honestly.
But you guys had Black Friday sales too. You mentioned you picked up.
Yeah, I got the Apocalypse, the deluxe Apocalypse figure, and also Chewie that I've just opened. So I didn't really go too crazy with Black Friday. They for me, I think in the UK, the Black Friday sales are the ways for shops to get rid of the stuff no one wants. So they put it on sale, and it's like no one even wanted that anyway. So I think there wasn't anything. Yeah, there wasn't anything great.
Yeah, just that was yeah, I completely agree with Dan's point that for us, a lot of it was just like, oh, we haven't cleared this stock yet, so here, have at it. There wasn't anything that you're like, oh, that's an amazing deal. Like I was really hoping that someone would put up the new Thunderbird and Storm 2-pack on a sale, because I just was hoping for it, but that didn't go up at all, so that was a bit of a bummer. Just one question I have in my head, because I keep forgetting to ask it. Kevin, did you get the SHF Mandalorian, the Beskar Mandalorian?
No.
I keep anyone that got one, I keep trying to ask their opinions on it. Because wait, did Dan get it?
So you mentioned the Mandalorian. I've been waiting to do this. Okay, so you earlier showed some troopers. So I'm not going to bore everyone and open any more troopers, but I've got some troopers. Yeah, I got that guy as well, the flame on guy.
Ooh, Incinerator.
Yes, Incinerator Trooper. Love that figure.
And then I also got I got that guy, obviously. Yeah, that's the guy. That's the one I'm going to open right now, by the way, because I need to open him.
I'm so jealous. Just quickly, I just opened this King Piccolo figure. Do you guys get it too when you open like a figure out of the box and you just get this waft of new plastic smell, and it just is so good? That's not just me, right?
Because some of the older DC collectibles had a really terrible plastic smell, so it depends on what they're making the toy with.
Very true.
Okay, so Yoda, oh baby Yoda, what's his name now? Is his name Goku or Greyku or something like that?
Grogu.
Okay, there's Greyku. Grogu. There's Grogu. There's
Cara Dune. Wait, has Dan frozen?
It seems like it. Are we all frozen? No, Brandon's just really still because I can see you blinking.
Yeah, I'm moving. I think Dan froze maybe. Yeah, because with that Mandalorian, that SHF Mandalorian, all the reviews basically say that it's a great figure, but that it's over-engineered. There's too much articulation and there's too many parts.
Yeah.
But like I feel like the Black Series, I haven't opened it yet because I've been the Beskar one because I've been waiting for the one with the removable helmet. You know? But I keep wanting to see like a, you know how with Black Series versus imports can just get that extra level of like articulation or that extra level of just oomph. Do you get what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
So like I've been wanting to do that, but I keep waiting for the Mafex Mandalorian because I know that one will probably be the best of the three.
Right.
But where I know Mafex will probably push it back until like March next year. I keep itching to get the SHF, but I don't want to get the SHF and then be like, oh, let down.
I have the regular, or I had the regular first episode SHF, and like the rifle comes apart in 3 different spots just for you to hook it onto his back or something. So you can have it in one piece, put it on his back, and then you go to pose it and do something, and it'll just crumble out of.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know if there was if they made any upgrades for the Beskar version.
Yeah.
I know the Beskar version you have to buy Grogu separately, but Mafex comes with it, right? I believe. Yeah. So I was gonna do that, but then I have the Black Series version with a custom cape, and he looks amazing. So I thought that would be good for now. And then because I knew I was going to get the Hot Toys.
Right. Okay.
So I ended up getting the Hot Toys. Funny, I use my reward points to get the Hot Toys with Grogu, the deluxe. I got it I had enough rewards to get it for free.
Wow.
So I can't wait for that to come out next year.
Yeah, for sure.
The helmet is small on the SHF Mando, but
that's the thing. Yeah, and the shoulders look really broad.
Right. So a friend of mine bought a custom peg that lifts the helmet up a little bit higher, and that way it looks more presentable.
Yeah. I think I need to just, you know, be I think I just need to be I'm trying to think of the word. I just have to stay focused on the Morphex and wait for that to come, I think.
Yeah, I think it'll be great.
Yeah, because I've got the Black Series Beskar one, but I didn't open it because I was waiting to see because at the time yakface.com, I think they had reported that there was going to be the Din Djarin version with the unmasked head. So I thought, well, right. I don't want to open up the Beskar one and then have to get the Din Djarin one, and open that up because of the head. So that was why I was like, okay, I'm going to keep that one sealed in the box so that it looks all nice, and I'll wait for the Din Djarin one. But where that Din Djarin one has taken forever to release, it's getting me to itch about the other one. So I think, because at the moment I don't have a Beskar Mandalorian, I just have, like, open at least, I just have the original one, Black Series, with a cape.
Yeah,
with a custom cape. So
yeah, and we spoke earlier on the other stream. It's like we didn't want to get the re-release Retro Rogue because, hey, welcome back.
Hey, he's back.
The missus is back, so I think she's beginning the sabotage.
I was saying that broke your internet.
She with scissors. I found the cable broke, and she's sitting in there with scissors. I'm like, too much of a coincidence.
You saw what you had in the car from today.
Shh! I haven't run out to get them yet, so they're going to be stuck in the car now. It wasn't nothing exciting. It was a transformer. It was something I can't even remember. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I don't want to put this thing together on the stream. This looks like more complicated than I can handle.
No, trust me, it's so easy. And when you put it together, it is like, it really.
While we're talking,
amazing.
But yeah, you know how we were saying,
the Rogue, yeah.
On Dan's stream, I didn't want Rogue at first because it's another reissue, and then it wore me down. I feel like that's going to happen with the 2-pack.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't need another Beskar. I have Beskar. I'm like, oh, but do I want Pedro Pascal head sculpt and the child? Is the child any different?
So I think it's more like a statue of the child, just in like a force pushing position. And apparently the head sculpt has like hair on it, painted onto it as well. And then it comes with the pram and everything. But yeah, it's been a really difficult wait, especially been watching it weekly. And I'm like, oh, I really would like a Beskar Mandalorian already. And I have one that is, nice and neatly packed away in its box. But yeah.
What was the last thing you see me show up, by the way?
Cara Dune.
Okay, so Cara Dune, IG-88 finally. This guy. And I got this. Should I open this, Brandon? It's like just sat here.
Oh, open that first. That is an amazing figure. Okay. Let's not get me started on Star Wars again, because I'll go on forever. But that is a really good figure.
You carry on. I'll just open this in the background quietly.
You can swap out the battle damage floors.
Yes. Yeah, which is really cool, I think.
Needs a little paint. This is like just cast and printed in one and molded in one color. So it definitely needs a little touching up.
That's the thing. I wish they'd just done it a little bit bigger.
Yeah, for sure. But then at this price point, I can't really complain.
Yeah, no, exactly. I would rather get it than not.
Camera trickery to make it work.
Yeah, my hope is that if it sells well, I really would love to see a hyperbolic time chamber or something like that as well. And then like a Roshi's island as well would be cool.
Yeah, I agree. That would be so good.
Yes.
Sorry, I just wanted to be involved.
Very smooth. No, you didn't have to draw attention to it. You could have just went seamlessly. I knew what you were doing. Someone actually did a 3D model of the Kame house.
Really?
So I printed all the parts for it. I just need to put it together. It's probably like around this big.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'll show you pictures of it later.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be cool.
Dang. Yeah, I'm gonna put this together later. I really want to put together my strong guy and see what this. I know, like the pirate Deadpool is kind of ridiculous.
Who's that green guy? Who is that alien bug guy?
This is King Piccolo.
Is that Goku's arch nemesis? Is it me?
In Dragon Ball it is, yeah.
Okay.
In like so you got Dragon Ball, which is when Goku's a kid, and then you got like Dragon Ball Z, which is when he's grown up.
Is that genuinely why it is? Do you know what? That's the first time ever in my life someone has explained to me in such simple terms as that. Dragon Ball is Goku as a kid. Dragon Ball Z is Goku as an adult. Now I know. Now I understand why there's like loads of different versions of this kid. So anything that's Dragon Ball Z is adult version of the guy, and then normal Dragon Ball. Oh, okay. No one's ever explained it in that sense before. That's why I was so confused. I thought the show had like time travel, or the show just started him as a kid and you just watched him grow up or something. I don't know.
Do you guys ever wonder how they make, there's that show called How It's Made, and then they show factories producing products. Do you know how they make these trays?
No idea. I'm assuming because when I've seen sample shots from like NECA and stuff, they lay out the figure they want on like a card. Right. And then they send it to the factory, the pictures. And then I think they just must make a master mold of that plastic. And then I think a person or a robot put the figure in the plastic. Right. Because those trays, that's the mold, isn't it? It's a plastic mold.
Well, Vern says vacuum form blanks, which I'm assuming it's like a sheet of plastic, and then somehow it forms it around.
Yeah. It's like a master.
But then like the swords are like half in, half out. They kind of weave in.
That's what I mean. They have to be put in by a person.
Yeah.
Because just think, those factory lines will have like 100 people on one line. So it's like 100 people doing sword. Imagine working in a Marvel Legends factory and being a collector. Like one for me, one for the box. One for me, one for the box.
I don't think they're that concerned with toys. They're probably like, why am I getting paid so little and people are buying this junk?
Probably.
But this slot is only this wide, but the cape gets wider. So which way am I supposed to take this out?
So pop the head off, or fold it. Yeah, I've had those issues as well. It seems so stupid, but you're right. Yeah.
There you go. This is my friend Jack is taking this, so that's why I'll try to be a little more careful. I mean, this is cool. Like,
if you're a Deadpool fan, then that's fine. Just think, Deadpool is one of those characters that can get away with having these funky one-off costumes. It's Deadpool. Like, if you had a Wolverine in a pirate costume or a Cyclops in a pirate costume, you'd be like, I don't think I need that. But people like the wacky Deadpool figures. You can have a wacky little display. So I don't hate it. I have it. It will stay on my shelf, but it's not going to be front and center.
Yeah, like we said earlier, it's not really my thing. I'm not going to talk trash about it, other than to troll my friend.
It is an accurate version of Deadpool, of what it's trying to represent. So you can't even be mad at Hasbro for it.
I watched your Venom Pool review. That thing it's gorgeous.
Yeah, I was very impressed with that. It was one of those ones where I didn't ask for it. I wasn't massively excited for it, but it looked like a cool figure, a cool add to the collection, and that's exactly what it is. Very impressed with it. Again, a Build-A-Figure piece with only 5 pieces to build the Build-A-Figure, or 5 figures to build a Build-A-Figure. It had interchangeable hands, which seems like such a trivial thing, but for Build-A-Figures, you don't usually get that.
Right.
You can display it holding the weapons, the actual big swords work, or you can display them otherwise. I just think it's a fun figure. And again, if you're a Deadpool fan, or if you're a Venom fan or whatever. But I was pleasantly surprised.
I just thought it looked really great. I tracked down the whole wave. Again, that's another one where I sold all the figures. But I just liked it based on how it was executed, the character design, and it's probably in my top 10 actually.
Well, in that wave, so have you bothered getting the movie Venom figure?
I think that's 2 per case, and since there's no bath, I'm banking on the fact that it'll be somewhere on clearance later on.
Even though my thoughts on that film are a little bit iffy, it's a great figure.
Yep,
great figure.
A lot of great photos.
Who else is in that wave? Carnage is definitely an upgrade. Brandon would agree on that.
Oh yeah, I kept Carnage.
Yeah, I love that Carnage. That Morbius is good.
Morbius is good if you're a fan of that design, but if you've got the other one and you don't need 2 Morbiuses in your collection, the other one still holds up, I thought. When I got them both out for comparison, I thought this new one would blow it out of the water, but when I got it out for a comparison, I was like, hey, the old one's not so bad at all. Phage is really good if you're collecting the symbiotes and you want, obviously, that original Future Foundation lineup, his Phage, so you need Phage. The Venomized Miles and Gwen, they're good for what they're meant to be, but again, they can be missable if you're not into the Venomized stuff. But again, if more Venomized stuff's come in, then that's only the start. Already got Venomized Cap somewhere.
Oh, you have it already?
Yeah, Venomized Cap, and I think I was one of the first to get that as well. I was quite lucky with that one. So yeah, at the minute, my Gwen and Ghost Spider. Well, Gwen and Ghost Spider are the same person. Miles and Ghost Spider are like flanking Cap, Venomized Cap,
right,
on the display. So I do think more Venomized figures are coming, and I kept saying it during my review as well. They're like, there's more coming. Simple as that.
You're giving it all away for free, man. You want them to go watch it.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone's following already, but make sure to go check out those reviews later on. Since you guys are into Power Rangers, what do you think of these costumes?
They're crazy, but they make for fun figures. Yeah, they're crazy. That White Ranger though looks ridiculous, but it's such a cool action figure. Like it really is. Like I've made a couple of videos on my channel bitching about why the visor didn't have the black lines.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I've never even seen the show, and I was like, this figure is inaccurate. And Hasbro, look, I think I've got one in my drawer because I told Hasbro to send me an extra. Hang on.
It's funny that outline can make such a huge difference on the whole figure.
So here's my extra one that I made Hasbro send me just in case. So I've got an extra red White Ranger with helmet painted accurately, just in case. So yeah, crazy character designs, but fun. And now I'm going to have to complete the whole team, ain't I? I've got the red one on pre-order because he's in the next wave. Is that right? Is he in the next wave with the Green Ranger and the DINO putties?
Yeah, Red Ranger is, yeah.
I've got him on pre-order. So, and then Tommy's the Black Ranger, right?
Yes, which I want that figure for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
And then I'm only going to
favorite Tommy.
Exactly. So then I'm already going to have 3 of them. So then I may as well get the yellow and blue. So yeah, I'm all in for this line, even though wait, that's not them, right? Is that what they're designed?
This is Super DINO mode where they
they go into dance.
Spikes come out.
Yeah.
It's not the best
They
look.
scare off their enemies with elaborate dance. Super DINO
is always crazy.
Okay, I didn't realize they did that. That's a little bit silly.
This looks like Red Ranger looks like a rap album cover in that.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Mixtape at least.
No, they're wacky, but in a good way. In a good way. It's Power Rangers, for God's sake.
Oh, Cap lives. He's always. He says Super DINO mode is cool. I think it's whack. I'm not.
It just look a little bit.
I'm with Kevin. I think it's whack too. I mean, that's one of those things where it's like, for the kids.
Black Friday sales. I don't know if you guys are into photography, like cameras and gear. Yeah. I got a 85mm lens for my Sony camera. It was like
nice
triple discount. Triple sale, so I got like $160 off.
Yeah, you have to jump on it. Is that what camera you have? A Sony?
Yeah, I'm using a Sony A7 III for pictures, and this stream I can use it. But the stupid part is I can't use this 85 in this space because
it's too close.
Straight crop, I can have it across the room. I tried it the
Yeah.
other day, and you would just only get my face,
Yeah, yeah,
and nobody wants to see. Like, I want to show the toy. Nobody wants to see that. So
now your camera quality looks really good, by the way. I'm only using like a Logic webcam for my streams,
right.
because I've got a DLSR upstairs, and it's the Canon D700D, which I think is your Rebel TI6. I think.
Okay.
Because over in the US and Canada, it's Canon Rebel TI and then a number. Where in Europe, it's D and then a number. It's Canon D. There's like TI Rebel. Like, it's always confusing when I'm trying to find lenses or something.
Oh yeah.
Trying to match up the names.
Because Nikon or Nikon is like they have D and then a model number as well. Maybe it's too similar in certain markets.
Yeah, it's definitely a Western and like Eastern type of mix. I don't know what it. Either way, I've got a Canon. Canon 700D upstairs, but I've only got the 2 lenses. But like you said, like that close-up lens, if I was going to do a review on it, I'd have to move the camera really back, and I've only got like a tight space for reviews. Right. So like, I know my camera is not the best for reviews. Like, I ain't got no 4K camera, but again, it's fine. It's fine for what I need it for. Do you know what I mean? I don't need to invest in. If I was getting a lot more views, then I think I'd maybe want to invest. But for what I currently have, I think it's fine. Do you know what I mean? So
it does, yeah. Yeah, 100%. It does the job.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about her?
Yeah, where is she on my shelf? She's on my display already. I have her on display with Deadpool without the trousers on, with the pants, with the heart shorts.
So for you, Dan, is it like
Shikla? Is it Shikla?
Shikla?
Shikla, yeah.
Unbox, review, and then it goes on the shelf.
Yeah, so like obviously I don't get a lot of time to review, annoyingly, like because I work during the week, and then obviously I live with my missus and have to be a boyfriend, and then I do other things. So like I get like
yourself, I get you.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't get a lot of time to review stuff. So that's why I've got so many toys piled up, because I'm thinking, what do I want to review? But as I said, the channel's mainly Marvel Legends. If I'm really excited about something, I'll do a review for it. But I will try and review like a whole wave, like that Venom Pool wave. I reviewed that whole wave on a Sunday afternoon.
Wow.
And then edited it and let them come out every day. So you've like that Venom Pool Build-A-Figure review that you've just watched, that whenever that went live, I'd actually opened that figure maybe 5-6 days ago and reviewed it. So I review a whole wave in one sitting, edit it, and then edit them, and then do a scheduled release. So there's some content on the channel for a little bit longer. So now that me and Brandon are in a nice routine with these streams, in my head, if I can get 2 or 3 reviews in between each stream, there's a little bit of consistency on the channel. So I for Marvel Legends, I will not open them. I won't even watch another review until I've opened them and reviewed them, and then on the shelf straight away. I'll find a place. But I'm running out of room, as you can see. You can see like I need to turn this section down here into more display because I've got figures. Need more space. Need more space.
Well, you mentioned on your stream earlier, you used to collect CDs for your favorite artist stuff before you got into toys. What was it about toys?
I think I've always, I say it many times, like I'm a nostalgia chaser. Like I used to do, I put all my, I'm a creative person. Like I can't sit there and twiddle my thumbs. I can't sit and binge watch a TV show. Like I need to be doing something. I need to feel productive. And I've always been that way. And before I was into YouTube and doing this, I was making music. So I was making music, but I wasn't just making music for me. I was a sound engineer. I was recording other people, making music for other people, editing music videos, logo design, marketing, editing, event management. I was busy all the time, essentially. So when I stopped doing music, there was this massive void in my life and I needed that creative fulfillment. And like, I'd always been a fan of the collecting world, and I had bits and bobs, but not as much as I have now. And like, when that sort of space, that opportunity arrived in my life where, okay, I've moved away from music now, but I still want to be creative. I've got all these computer skills in regards to video editing. I'm not shy on camera. Like I can talk. I was like, and again, when Glenn Webb passed away, I felt like there wasn't a UK presence. So I was like, okay, I want to try and be that UK voice, not fill the void he left at all. No way, no one could replace him, but just be a UK guy eventually, a UK presence. So yeah, toys, that nostalgia, just chasing that nostalgia. That's why like it's so hard to keep to just Legends because, like you said, Power Rangers, love Power Rangers, and then I'm picking up the DC stuff, and then Transformers, and then Pokemon, and then I watch the wrestling, and then like I don't know, user collectors like me, and the chat will know exactly as well. As collectors and fans of this hobby, if you see something on telly that you like or a film that you like, you want that plastic representation on your shelf so you can forever look like, and it's so hard to keep up. But like, yeah, I just love chasing, and I love the thrill of the hunt as well. You know, looking for it, finding it at the right price, then completing collections, and I just love the whole chase, and then again the community aspects as well. There's so many, like me and Brandon. If I never made toys and have a YouTube channel, me and Brandon wouldn't be talking online every week. Do you know what I mean? Like, so the people that I've met as well is crazy. Like people like yourself, all the way in Canada. Like we're on your channel now,
right?
And like it's mad. Like I love the because as I said before, my friends don't collect. Like I see my friends regularly. Before lockdown, I used to see my friends regularly, and I still to this day now we're just playing Warzone quite a lot. We're playing too much Warzone to be honest, but that's our way of socializing at the minute because the world shut down. But they weren't into toys. So like my YouTube channel and you guys are my outlet to talk toys because my missus does not give two shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. I just love, and you just get deeper in. You get pulled deeper in as well. And we're in the golden age for collecting as well. Like I feel like I got jumped back into collecting at the golden age because look how good has it been the last couple of years. Like I'm getting, like I've got Ghostbuster plasma figures upstairs, like Marvel Legend style Ghostbuster figures. Imagine, I wouldn't have thought that would happen 3 years ago. It's crazy.
Or 6-inch Joes. Exactly.
6-inch Joes. Crazy. Power Ranger figures brought by Hasbro at the end of 2018. And now in 2020, I've got the original Mighty Morphin lineup on. It's crazy. I've got loads of NECA stuff.
Especially when you compare it to those Bandai ones that we had before.
Yeah, exactly. Like Transformers, like
so glad
crazy.
I passed on those.
On what?
On the Legacy Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Like the one before. They have the I ended up buying that.
I have the whole box of the metallic versions with the weapons. All boxed up. I'm trying to sell on eBay right now. I'm trying to get rid. I'm like, I don't need them.
Biggest racket I've ever seen. It's like, oh, don't give them with weapons. Okay, you know what? I'll re-release it with weapons. The exact with a little bit of sheen on it. Like I was so with that.
We take the mick, but if they released a Lightning Collection movie Power Rangers with like a little bit of gloss or shine with a more movie accurate, I'd buy them again. Not a problem.
Dan, a good point. Get onto the UK Power Rangers Facebook groups because I sold pretty much all of my legacy figures there. No problem.
Oh, do you know what? I probably should. I'm probably asking for a little bit too much than what people want to pay, but I know what they're worth.
I mean, I made a solid bag of money selling those on Facebook. It was really easy.
Just tell them you're Snoop Dogg's cousin and they'll buy it.
Yeah, I'm his nephew.
Yeah, Brandon, how about you? Like buying figures, the same. You know, you kind of agreed with some of Dan's points.
Yeah, I mean, so when I was a kid, I used to love animals. So I used to love The Lion King. I used to love Tarzan. I used to just love animals. So I would always go to like the like the kid stores, like the toy sections, and I would always pick up animals, right? And then I would come home and I would set up all of the animals. I would make like my own Pride Rock out of Lion King, and I would and that was where I kind of started. Was that I loved, if I was inspired by something, I loved recreating it in front of me through toys. And then starts Pokemon, and then you got Power Rangers, and then you got Star Wars and Marvel and all of those brands, similar to what Dan says in terms of that like nostalgia. I think whenever I get inspired by a particular, Dragon Ball is another one. Whenever I get inspired by that particular like story or those characters, or I feel like an affinity with them, then I then get that urge to want to recreate that in toy form around me, right, as a kid. And then I kind of lost touch with it for a while because I didn't really, I wasn't really thinking much about, you kind of, people, family, friends, they will kind of tell you need to grow up now. It's not about toys anymore. You need to be an adult, that kind of thing. And then once Iron Man 3 hit, and Avengers hit, and I started to realize that I love that strong guy. I haven't got it. I didn't get the wave, but I do think it is a really cool
it's
figure.
a great builder figure. Great builder.
Yeah,
figure.
for sure.
Have you got all the X Factor figures, by the way, before Brandon continues?
I have one multiple man Forge.
Forge counts. You got Polaris, Havoc.
Yeah, they're still in the box. That's part of the pile. That is in the pile. So that's
you need to get them open with them. They look so good all together, posed together.
Yeah, those guys too. Family Matters is in that pile too.
Oh, that Family Matters set is solid.
Yep.
We need that Quicksilver repainted in green for sure.
It will happen. It will happen.
Yeah,
Hasbro ain't silly. Sorry, Brandon, I interrupted you. What were you carrying?
I can't remember where I was. Yeah, and then once Avengers and Iron Man 3 hit, and Marvel Legends started to get more of a started to like appear on toy shelves here in the UK. I then picked those up and was like, hey, wait, hold on. I remember Marvel Legends. I used to have the Sinister Six box set, Toy Biz box set when I was a kid with the Sinister Six Spider-Man. And the Toy Biz Pyro. Like there was a whole bunch of Marvel Legends that I grew up with that I didn't really know were Marvel Legends until I picked up that Bleeding Edge Iron Man from the Ironmonger wave. So then once I researched Marvel Legends, I got back into that. Then I got into Black Series. Then I got into imports, and it just snowballed on from there. And I would really agree with what Dan says. For me, a lot of it is that nostalgia. For me, a lot of it is that I love these characters. I love the creativity and how it kind of it captures your imagination. You just go to different, like if you just like sometimes when one of you are talking or if I'm talking, if you just watch the three of us as we're just posing, the figures when we got them in, there's a certain creativity that comes to it that a lot of people outside of the hobby don't really get. There's that real fun escapism to it,
and that's literally, like you said, that escapism. Like the adult version of playing with toys is that collecting element, the looking for the hunting for them, the buying them, the displaying them. Yeah. The amount of times I will sit and rearrange my display while listening to a podcast or something, and it's just time flies by. Do you know, like it's that, like you said, it's just you go to your happy place. It's like.
Yeah, and
why do people hate that? Why do family members and friends hate it? I don't understand it. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not spending your money. It makes me happy.
Not on or anything.
What exactly? I could be doing views on whores on my channel, but instead I'm just doing and be on drugs. But instead I'm just here talking toys. Like, yes, so what? I'm a grown man, but who cares? Like, you like golf. I don't take the mick out of you liking golf. Oh, you like golf and drink beer. Oh, you're a much manlier man than me. Like, come on now, grow up, mate. Do what you want to do, and leave everyone else alone. Like, it's crazy the concept to people not in this community. They're like, what? You collect toys? Like, yeah.
Did you guys watch the Marvel?
That was amazing. I thought that was 616 so good. I
Disney Plus, yeah.
Yeah, I shared that to my nearest and dearest friends and family, and I said, I don't want to hear another peep out of you until you watch this.
Right.
I would have liked that. I would have liked that more. It was great, but I would love an in-depth documentary on Marvel Legends. Do you know, like, the journey of it being at Toy Biz, what they were doing at Toy Biz, the buyout by Hasbro, how the team took the Toy Biz. Do you know, like, a more Marvel Legends focused? Because Marvel Legends was an element of that documentary, but it was more about Marvel on a whole. Like, there was a lot of just as much Funko in that as there was Marvel Legends. So, like, I would love a Marvel Legends centric documentary, because I do think there's enough material there, especially like with, as you said, the Toy Biz moving to Hasbro, then like the MCU.
The toy that made us.
Yeah, exactly. Because the MCU, without that, we would not have as many Marvel Legends as we have now. As much as people like, there's always that divide where people either collect comic or MCU, and then there's a few of us that just buy anything we like. But you wouldn't have all these nice comic figures if the MCU wasn't as popular as it is today.
Oh, for sure.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
It made the stuff mainstream.
Exactly. Exactly.
But yeah, I brought up the show because Blaine Sanchez here says just staring at my display makes me happy. Like you said,
Exactly.
rearranging and listening.
So
to
simple.
On that
It's your
show,
happy place.
Yeah, on that show,
And-
Ryan
and-
tells the story how his wife said, every night
Yeah.
you brush your teeth and you walk in, you
Yes.
just do stuff. He goes, yeah, I guess I do. Like that's the
Yes.
kind of stuff that this provides for us.
Look, and but it's the fact
Yeah.
it's the fact that it's toys is what puts other people off. Like people that ain't in the community, they just don't get its toys. But people collect things. Like my missus doesn't realize it, but she collects shot glasses. Every time we go away abroad somewhere,
Right.
she wants to buy a shot glass to represent that time we went to that place abroad. My figures are the same concept, but it's for all the different things I liked as a kid or like now or whatever. It's the same principles, but in a different form.
Yeah.
But again, it's the toy element that puts other people off. They don't get it. But everyone has this type of instinct in them.
It should be the same concept. It's like, oh, toys, you're so immature. Well, if you collect shot glasses, maybe you have a drinking problem.
yeah,
The
exactly.
same type of stigma. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Amanda, you got a drinking problem?
I didn't say that. Oh, she can watch us later, can't she? Damn it, there's proof.
She won't, trust me. She listened to us for 30 seconds and be bored already.
With a drink
and
in her hand.
I think there's and I think, like you guys said, there's definitely a stigma that like I don't tell a lot of
There you
people
go.
about it, right? But when I do tell people, when some of my closest friends see like the extent of my collection, they're like, "Oh my god! Like I never knew. Like I would never have thought that you were like a geek or a nerd." And I'm like, just because I collect this stuff, that doesn't make me a geek or a nerd. Like I think
Yeah.
there's a real stigma around that. Like
People throw
like, when I
those
say to
terms
people,
out so much,
like,
don't they?
And the interesting thing is, like, I always use this example. 3-4 years ago, I got back into seriously collecting Pokemon, like scale Pokemon figures. I think I showed it to you guys on a stream the other week. And I have a group chat, me and two others, who I talk to quite a lot. One is in California. I'm here in London, and there is another one who's in Indonesia, right? And if I didn't collect that if I was as into Pokemon as I am, I wouldn't have met those two guys who are on completely different opposite ends of the earth.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's a very unique team up there.
And I think it is. And that's what I'm saying. Like people, they really don't get it. People really don't get how
people don't get there's a community aspect. Like I jumped on, I was playing Warzone with my mates.
Buddy, the community can be.
Yeah, like as I said, I was just playing Warzone with my mates that don't collect. But we're not just playing Warzone, we're socializing as well, online, chatting, having banter, whatever. We're doing the same thing, but we're just not playing Warzone, we're playing with toys. Do you know what I mean? Like it's the same concept, but people don't get it.
Right now, right?
Yeah.
It's people are here
and that's the funniest thing as well is so good.
No, I'm just saying that people are here, to see the toys, but that's not the main part. Like it's the conversation, it's like the connection between the people.
Yes.
Kind of like when you're playing Warzone and just chatting with your buddies, and whatever happens.
It's the instigator, isn't it? That's what I try and tell. When I tell my friends I stream, like they're like, "What do you talk about on your stream?" Like my missus always takes the piss out of. She asks me what the subject is for each stream, and she doesn't get that it's so much more than just the toy. It's like the tangents and the topics that can come off. Toys are just the instigator. Like we could talk about a Star Wars toy, but that leads into a whole conversation about Star Wars and Clone Wars and the TVs and the movies. Like it's so vast. The toys are just a gateway drug, if you will, to the bigger world. But again, people don't get that concept. They think we're sitting here going, so here's Paul Heyman, and his arm can go up like this. Yes, and Paul Heyman's wearing a suit. And that's what people assume we're doing. But it's like, no, this is Paul Heyman. He's the advocate for Brock Lesnar. Do you know, like, blah, blah, blah. I'm guessing no one's a wrestling fan because no one knows who Paul Heyman was. That's Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, but sorry, what were you saying earlier? Oh, the stigma, like Thor 2012 said?
Yeah.
Brought you together with your friends from across the globe.
Yeah, yeah. Is that like is the? I mean, look. Take this for example, right? Like, Kevin, we met 3 hours ago.
Yeah, essentially.
I feel like I've known you forever. because we're talking about things that we are on the completely same wavelength about. You know, because we're that same corner of the community that can just vibe and talk like we can. Like, you think, for example, I talk to Dan more than I talk on a day-to-day basis, more than I talk to some of my nearest and dearest closest friends of years.
Dude,
because
trust me. That's
because
how we get older, you have less interest with some of your friends from before, right? But then people that you collect with every day, like, this is your connection now. Like, I have friends I've known for 15 years. I talk to them, but we're not going clubbing anymore. We're not partying, doing this and that. Not because of the pandemic, because I'm old. I got 2 kids, right? So I don't talk to them every day. People that have met in the community in the last few years, or even this year, from a few hours ago, I'll talk to them. I'll talk to Mario from 796 Studios every day. And we're just talking about, this whole hobby. Crazy.
Yeah. And that's go ahead.
I was just going to say, like you said, like, it's not like you walk up to someone and to make a friend and go, hello, I'm Brandon, I collect toys. Like, it's not, it's not like my mates at work. I manage a staff team, right? My staff team that I manage, like, have no idea I collect toys and have a YouTube channel. Do you know what I mean? Like, they have no clue, because it's not that stereotype. Like, that I think that nerdy stereotype has been blown out of proportion, but it's dead. It's dead. Like, it doesn't. Those fat guys in the basement, living in their mum's basement, collecting figurines and all that stereotype's dead. I think it's the world has changed.
Yeah, for sure. That's it. And as well, I think me as well, in recent years, in the last 3 years, I've seen more like the product side of collecting. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wait, I think there's a delay. I might have froze.
Yeah, no, you have got a delay, but it's all good. You're still there. You work in
the air.
He works in marketing. So Brandon works in marketing. So, like, he's always thinking about things in that aspect.
Right.
But you still there, Brandon? You alive?
Yeah, I think I'm here.
Hey, you're really delayed though. Drop in and out.
Okay.
Kick him, Kevin. Just kick him out and let him force him to come back in.
Sorry.
Yes, got rid of him. Hooray!
I can remove him, but I don't know if it resets the thing. Let me see.
No, it's the same link. It's the same link.
Oh.
Got
rid of everyone.
It's all right. We're still here.
The lords of the internet don't appreciate Brandon's truth. The FBI, are on. Hey, Marvelous Nick, what's going on, buddy? Welcome.
How?
Joining us. Yeah, I mean, he's another dude. He's from the US. We chat all the time
appreciate Brandon's truth. Sorry, I'm back.
Yeah, I'm like on Facebook groups, Instagram, all this stuff, watching the Toy Migos. They've built a huge community of collectors. And it's crazy that when I meet somebody who's a toy collector who's not part of these social media, I'm not saying you have to be, but there's a whole world they don't really know about yet. Like a community. You're on there's a Facebook group for this. Oh, there's like, when I buy and sell stuff, people find out about it. And about this group that I admin for, that's like Canadian collectors. So it's stuff that we do. We're just, I guess, bringing it more mainstream or normalizing it and making people more aware of it. There's a lot of people, like you said, they don't have anyone to talk to about this stuff.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. No. I didn't, as I said, if I didn't have the internet, I wouldn't, because none of my friends, which is fine, none of my friends or my missus is into it. Again, that's fine. There's no problem. But as I said, I made my YouTube channel because there wasn't anybody to talk to. So I was like, that was my way of my output, me getting all this energy that I had boiling up out. So instead of talking to someone, I'd talk to the camera. And thankfully, as I said, a few people were willing to listen, and now this community grew a little bit more. But yeah, some people don't have anyone. But the world is
that's
here.
interesting what Kevin said as well about, and that's interesting what Kevin said as well about, you know, kind of that bringing people together. When I moved to I moved to Miami to study abroad a few years ago, in January 2018, and when I got there, I started to look at different stores. I was at like Targets and that kind of thing, but it got to a point where a few weeks in, I was like, I don't know where the hotspots are. I don't know, you know, what the best places to be that I should be, you know, hunting. So there were a few collectors that I knew from Instagram in Miami. So I put them all into a group chat.
Oh,
right.
wow.
I put them all into a group chat and said, look, I just moved to Miami. This is me, blah, blah, blah. I love that figure. Really nice figure.
Sweet.
For sure.
The Saba.
I put them all in. Yeah. I put them all into a group chat and was like, you know, let's all meet up. Let's go hunting together. 3 years almost later, right? They still blow up my phone every single day because they're all still friends and talking to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's and you cool. Think, and you just think like, and sometimes I don't, you know, sometimes I mute them because it's like I can't keep up sometimes because there's so much conversation. But then I'll pop up every now and then, and they'll be like, "Oh, look who it is," you know, and it'd be like a reminder to them that 3 years ago, this kid just moved into Miami, put us all into a group chat, and said, "Let's all just become friends," because of this hobby that they share, and it's crazy. It's really crazy.
Dan, real quick, what's your main gun for Warzone?
The Kilo.
Yeah, I switched back to Kilo.
And I have the 100 rounds on it as well. I know people think it's heavy and ugly and slow, but I have 2 stims. So if I get caught in the gas, I've got my stims ready to go. And I just like if I got to hold up a place or whatever, then the amount of times you can get killed by reloading your gun. So if you've got those 100 rounds, makes a difference.
I was laughed at first, but it was fun with the 100 round.
Makes a difference.
Brandon, do you play Warzone at all, or have we lost you?
No, lost me slightly. Sorry. I haven't played video games in a long time. The only video game really that I'll pick up and play is Pokemon.
What was that? Cut out. Say that again. Say
Pokemon.
Again.
That's the only thing I'll probably. Yeah, that's probably the only thing I'll pick up and play. The other one is Mario and Sonic Go to the Olympics. Have you seen that game?
That sounds like a made-up game.
Oh man, it is so much fun.
Hang on, is that a Sega game or a Nintendo game then? What's going on?
Nintendo. It's what's that called? The Nintendo Switch. So I got the Switch for the new Pokemon games, and then I was playing Pokemon with my nephew. And then he was like, "Oh, you should see this other game I just got." And this was at Christmas last year. I was in the States, and he was like, "Oh, you should see this new Christmas game I just got. It's Mario and Sonic Go to the Olympic Games." And not that those happened this year, but there you go. And we got to playing it, and I loved it. So I went on to Amazon.com because I was in the US at the time, and I got it for like $20 on Amazon, brand new in a sale.
On the Wii or the Wii U. When it first came out, and then they reissued it, the Switch.
Yeah, and those are the only 2 games I got for my Switch: is Pokemon and Mario, and then go to the Olympic Games.
So I can't wait to get this new Green Ranger when it comes out because it has the Tommy unmasked with the green headband.
Yeah,
I am on a mission right now to find civilian bodies with different colored shirts.
What about Peter Parker and you paint Peter Parker's shirt?
So can't have four of them in the same outfit. I could probably put Billy, like from MMPR, on that body.
Take the jacket off and replace the arms with a Marvel with their Claw, maybe. Yeah. Claw's suited arms. Or J. Jonah Jameson's coming out soon. You could have a different shirt.
That's my mission right now. I can get like a green cloth tank top and put it on a Shang-Chi, then I would have a Tommy. Or
looking around, seeing what you could do.
I have a feeling we're going to see civilian Rangers in the Lightning Collection next year.
That would be crazy. I would buy it. It's very. I don't think they expect to sell much.
Oh, that's why they do it as an online or an store exclusive. They wouldn't send it to retail. So
No, it would be a fan channel.
Yeah, exactly. So for anything like that, which they know is for the collectors, it goes fan channel and not retail. So I reckon they could do something like that, but it will be fan channel. And I think they know we want it as well. I think they will.
Yeah, they just have to redo some of those.
They could do what
sculpts.
They could do what Marvel Legends does and just give us like one male body with different heads. Do you know, like, or
Yeah.
like you said, it's all coloured themes, isn't it?
Was color coordinating.
Yeah. I know.
So it's kind of tough.
Like, how did nobody that lived in Angel Grove know that these guys were the Power Rangers? You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. You're never around when the Power Rangers are around, and you also all are very coordinated with your outfits.
Yeah, it's
what are those fancy watches you've got as well in 1993? Like,
you're always going off and beeping Apple Watch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
Funny.
By the way, before you say, Brandon, I just need to tell the Wolfpack I will meet his son in the war zone, all right? And my Kilo has something to say to you. All right, carry on, Brandon. Sorry.
My text tone on my phone is da 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 da.
Yeah.
Mine used to be too before when you wanted people to hear your ringtone and your message. Now everything is on silent, so I haven't had to look for.
Mine is literally on silent all the time as well.
Come on, I used to have like a 24 beep ringtone.
Yeah.
Let's see. Paul Morales. Hey, Paul Morales is a regular. He's late, but I'm early. So you know, how does that math work out? You still made it, so that's cool. Blaine says he is doing the same thing, looking for civilian bodies. If they maybe do like a Amazon 5-pack, that might be an option.
Same as the Psychos.
The Psychos, I don't know what's going on with that. It's on Amazon. It was on Black Friday deal earlier this week. But yeah, I want to make like a cloth green tank top. Oh, I said that earlier. But there's like a master, martial arts master from Articulated Icons. He's got like the white suit, white karate shirt, and the chest is open. You can put Tommy's head on that because he did like the.
Did any of the do you know the Fuchsia's Articulated Icons? Did any of them have a shirtless bodies? Because I know they do the plain arm packs, don't they? Did any of they would scale well with Power Rangers?
I'm going to check the website right now. While I do that on another screen.
I think there is. I think there is like a. I don't know if I'm imagining it, but I swear they've got like a shirtless guy. But I may be just thinking of Shang-Chi. But yeah, civilian suits are definitely. I've those monsters, those deluxe monsters, just came in stock in the UK, and I haven't got them yet. I want them, but I don't think I can afford them right now. But yeah, the rapper. There you go. That's what I'm thinking of. Those guys. Could you not tweak one of them to be Tommy?
So put the Tommy head on this and color the stealth green. That would be like
well, he is the White Ranger as well, so should have a normal Tommy head on there. But yeah, maybe something like that, or maybe that guy with the black, with your pink, with your green shirt, and you take off the sleeves.
Yeah,
so those red sleeves and red neckerchief thing there can be taken off.
Yeah, there's that's my new mission in this collecting for a shelf that I don't have space for anymore.
That's achievable though. That's achievable.
I need to tone down all this stuff, sell a bunch, and make space for HasLab Sentinel.
Yeah, me and Brandon have been speaking about 2021. I've definitely got to streamline what I buy, because this year I've genuinely just pre-ordered everything I wanted without thinking about the financial implications. And now I'm like, I really can't just live my life ordering everything I want. I've got to start picking and choosing. So 2021, I'm going to have to definitely make some cuts and streamline and pick what my favorite stuff is. Marvel Legends would always be number one, of course. But, now I've got the Power Ranger team. That's my representation of the Power Rangers. Do I really need every deluxe monster? Got to start making cuts somewhere.
I want that pig guy with the...
Yes. He is someone I would definitely pre-order straight away. There's certain monsters that I remember. There's him. There's the chicken one with a little chicken mouth in the middle of the face. The eyes, the guy with all the goggly eyes. Festa. I need Festa as well. And
Yeah,
that-
the main crew there.
yeah.
No,
There's
that's
certain ones. There's certain ones my brain's nostalgic for.
There's a lot of like big bads and generals that I really want to get, as opposed to the individual and as opposed to like the individual monsters. Like, you know, Mesogog from Dino Thunder, Kev.
Yeah.
And there's another one. He's got like he's like black and blue. That is Mesogog's like lieutenant kind of thing. Zeltrax, is it?
Zaltrax, or I was thinking Snorlax, but I know that's not it. Zaltrax.
No, I think
Like-
it's Zeltrax. Yeah, like there's like villains like that I would love to get in, like how we're about to get with Astronomer. You know,
It all comes back to
two
what
pack.
we were saying. Like I see him on the screen. I want that figure.
Yeah, plastic represented on the shelf. Yeah.
I went to Amazon Japan to look for maybe any figure arts that they made of villains.
yeah.
And
I went and looked to see if any of the old toys back in the day scaled with the new Rangers, because some of the bigger ones could have scaled.
Oh, listen. Hey,
How do you start a sentence with that and then
Yeah, I know. Yeah, then stop. Listen,
that's a really good point.
just have an epiphany? Go on, share it with us. I want to see it.
is Rito? Who's the guy with the skeleton? Who's like half skeleton and half like camouflage skeleton? I want that guy.
Half skeleton.
He's in the like original series. He's a skeleton bad guy with a helmet, but half of him is camouflage.
Oh dang! I'm gonna have to search that up.
Okay, so what I was gonna say, right, is so you know, you said Dan said, I think, looking at figures that older figures that scaled with the newer Lightning collection, right?
Yeah.
So I've gone back a lot to see what vehicles, older vehicles from like Bandai that they released back in the day,
Okay.
how well they scale with Legend, with Lightning collection. So, for example, the Time Force Red Ranger, I bought the Time Force Red motorcycle for him on eBay, and it fits him like perfectly. You know the Dino Thunder Rangers have their like what do you call them? Like their Velociraptor kind of bots.
Yeah, they kind of ride in on it. Yeah.
Yeah. So look.
Oh,
So the Bandai made those as figures, right?
oh, okay. Well, yeah, you can.
And they made a red one, a blue one, and a yellow one for the three main Rangers, and it fits Lightning Collection perfectly, like the new Dino Red that's coming out. So the reason why I was like, I paused for a second was because I actually ordered the red one on eBay like a week ago, but I haven't had it in the mail yet, and it should have arrived by now. So that was why I was like, hold on, did that come and I completely forgot about it or not? So yeah.
Kevin, I just tagged you as well in one of my Instagram posts of I made a Power Rangers wish list and a few of the characters I wanted on there. Yeah, there you go. Here's the guy. That guy. You remember him, right?
I don't, but he looks awesome. I would totally buy that.
He was in the original. He was in Power Rangers Mighty Morphin and Zeo, surely.
Did you watch it until Jason and Zach and Thing left and they replaced them with?
Yeah. I watched that all the way to Zeo. I even remember Turbo and that second movie that was straight to DVD type Turbo thing. And then I stayed for a while. It was just in space time is where I dropped off. Yes, definitely on Ivan Ooze.
I think I got out right before that, but then I watched the movie, and then now looking back, I'm like, there's Rocky, and then there's all these people. I'm like, I don't know.
Rocky, Adam, Cat. It's weird. It's weird though, because in the second film, Rocky and Kimberly just randomly turn back up, like the cameo. It's weird, that generation. Rocky's back in it now, though, right? Or has he appeared in it? Or Rocky was in Zeo as well. Not Rocky. Jason was in Zeo. Sorry.
Yeah.
Jason came back to Zeo through the Gold Ranger. And Jason's back in it now, isn't he? Is the Red Ranger again, or was it a cameo?
Yeah, it was a cameo. Quick question:
Okay.
Jason or Tommy? Go.
Tommy.
Jason. You're the tiebreaker, Kev. Jason or Tommy?
Oh my god, that's
Who's more iconic to Power Rangers? Do you know, like who?
more
No.
iconic
Who's your personal favorite
of the two. I would
of the
have to
two?
say, sheesh, I don't know, man.
That's a
White
tough
Ranger,
question, right?
White Ranger, Green Ranger,
Red Ranger, the OG
Red Ranger,
Red Ranger.
Tommy's Jason's been a not Tommy. No, Tommy's been a Red Ranger. He was Red Zeo Ranger.
Yeah, but he wasn't the original Red Ranger.
True.
I'm gonna have to go with. Oh, I'm gonna have to go. I can't do it right now. I almost said it. I want to say Jason. But he seems kind of like a Superman Boy Scout kind of deal, right?
Wait, hold on.
He didn't even stay around long enough. Tommy has been there consistently.
Yeah, and then he came back wearing a do-rag bandana style thing with the poncho. But you know, Tommy, he's in everything. I'm gonna see him in like every series as I keep watching.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna go with Tommy.
Tommy's more iconic to the franchise, I think, as a character.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, as a character for sure.
My favorite Power Ranger
is like
design,
the legacy character.
Yeah. My favorite Power Ranger design, though, full stop, is the Zeo Gold Ranger, and that was Jason.
Yeah, with the
That's my favorite Power Ranger design. Yeah, of course, it's right here. It came in the deluxe set, San Diego Comic Con.
Beyond Jason into everything. Yeah, they really leaned into. They put Tommy into everything. He took over. Laser
Let it go.
Kimberly for reasons of eggplants.
Kimberly was my first crush. I'm not even gonna lie. If I had to try and think about my first crush as a kid, you're just drawn to Kimberly, like 100%.
I used to like Buffy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah.
Still like Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I'm actually currently rewatching Buffy and Angel at the moment.
It's so good. Remember how you said you have trivia of things that have no value anywhere else?
Yeah.
For my fiance, that is Buffy and Angel lore. Like,
okay.
I don't know where she'll be like, oh, did you know that Angel's soul was cursed by gypsies? And I'm like, no, why in the world would I know that?
Yeah, Romanian gypsies.
Oh my gosh. All right. So properties that we watch that you want to see in figure form. I was going to ask you.
Hell yeah.
That's going to be my closing question to you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
But now that you brought up Buffy, that leads right into that question. I want to see Buffy. I want to see a good articulated Lord of the Rings line.
Yes, that was my next one. I have three. I wasn't going to include Buffy in my top three, but I do have a top three that I'm like massively.
Wasn't expecting that.
And Lord of the Rings was number one. I used to army build orcs and Rohirrim.
Wicked.
And elves. When I was a kid.
Got a confession. I've never seen Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit. I've tried to watch Lord of the Rings twice and fell asleep twice, and I don't even fall asleep during movies, so that shows how bored I was. For some reason, my mind, like, I don't like swords and sandals and wizards and wizards from the past. You know, like, I like future, I like aliens and lasers and futuristic, and I don't like hobbits and wizards and elves and stuff.
Okay.
You know, like, my brain just doesn't like it.
Dan, be quiet now. Anyway, Kev, as we were saying, right? Like that the Diamond Select line for Lord of the Rings looks good, but it like for me, I just want Hasbro to have the license to everything I like.
Right.
You know, because no company could do it like how they could do it. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. Like a well-articulated ankle pivots, butterfly joints, neck, accessories, deluxe packs, everything.
Give me
Lord of the Rings would be it.
A range of characters. You can army build.
Yeah.
Like, it has to be a company that has the capacity to do all that stuff.
Yes.
And
provide like an orc army builder with 3 different heads, or Urukai with 3 different heads.
Yes.
Even elves with 3 different heads, and then I can army build the heck out of them. I would do it. I would do it. Right, I think on Sunday I'm going to be going to my local like collectible store, and they have all of the old Toy Biz Lord of the Rings stuff. Every time I go there, I spend at least an hour just pouring through this Toy Biz stuff because it is like my childhood in a nutshell. But just quickly to roll them off so that Dan can come back. Three main lines that I would like, now: Lord of the Rings by Hasbro, Dragon Ball by Hasbro, because as much as I love SHF, I would just like a $20 line that isn't Bandai, because the Dragon Stars are just ugly for the most part in terms of their articulation.
Yeah.
And the other one is Avatar: The Last Airbender and The
Nice.
Legend of Korra.
I hear
Those three. Yeah, I think McFarlane Toys has just got the license to Avatar, but I don't know how well they're gonna.
You're gonna be for a wild ride there.
Yeah, that's the thing. I will buy them regardless, but if Hasbro had it, I would just be so much happier.
Mr. Who, Mr. Dan Who.
Hello. How you doing? How you doing?
What property do you want to see that you haven't gotten?
To be fair, I feel very lucky because I feel like people that are my age now are now the people in charge of these toy companies making the toys. Like,
yes, 100%.
So many franchises and stuff that I love as a kid already have toy lines, and it boggles my mind. And it's something recent though that I like was The Boys on Amazon. And I know that NECA are doing Starlight and Homelander. Yet to see pictures, but even Mafex have teased a Homelander figure.
Yes.
So I'd love to see some of the Boys characters in figure form. That's something recent that I've really liked, and one of those where I was like, oh, I wish I had the figures for them. But yeah, I don't know. I'm glad that like NECA are doing the Turtle stuff, and like the Marvel are going retro with the animated series. Like, yeah, I feel, as I said, we're in the golden age, people. We're in the golden age. So I can't afford to get anything else. To be honest. But like my choices would be like weird niche choices. Do you know, like action figures for the film Demolition Man? Do you know, like stuff like that? Do you know what I mean? Like, because I've got like
not Wesley Snipes.
And, little Wesley Snipes with his like he's got dungarees on and an orange jump t-shirt. Do you know that would look with a blonde hair? That would look great in figure form. Very toyetic, if you will. But yeah, my choices are random like that. By the way, like NECA. If NECA are listening, I know they're not, but if they are, Demolition Man is the perfect line for you guys. Imagine an Ultimate Edition Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone. Do it. So yeah, my choices will be random.
I think just quickly as well, reflecting on my choices, I would probably swap out Dragon Ball with Buffy and Angel, because Dragon Ball do have a home in SHF where they have a pretty amazing toy line as is.
Yeah.
So I would probably say that my next one down would be Buffy and Angel, because I have the Diamond Select versions from way back when. On my display in my other room, I've got Buffy, Spike, and Angel in like a trio together. But yeah, I think a newer line of those would be amazing. Even a reboot would be cool at this point.
I don't think anyone could fill in Buffy or Sarah Michelle Gellar's place.
No, that's the thing. 100%. I think like a soft reboot in terms of like a new Slayer would be cool, but I was thinking about this the other day. You wouldn't really be able to get it because, you know, Spike and Angel would still have to be. It couldn't be set in the same world. Do you get what I mean? Because so much of that lore would have already happened, kind of thing.
I mean, you know, we just should definitely talk about that. Because I want to wrap it up. But I do think the Buffy story, that there's one for every generation, you can keep rebooting that. It's the perfect
for sure.
mechanism to keep doing that.
For sure.
But yes, I know it's getting over there. I've also got some house stuff to take care of. But Dan, Brandon, thank you so much for being on.
Of course.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah. We just started chatting a little while ago, but you know, through this conversation, I know like Dan was always doing Marvel Legends as the main focus, but through the conversation, we like, oh, you like Power Rangers too. I like Power Rangers. We like connected over, you know, maybe you don't get to talk about Power Rangers often on the stream or on your reviews, right? Through that. And, learn a bit more about you guys. So, you know, this was a lot of fun for me. I hope you guys and, everyone else in the chat Had a good time as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Me too. Honestly, thank you for joining us. And as I said, having as I said, it's always good meeting new people, and we definitely should do this again sometimes. It's nice when you meet someone and you can have that natural conversation, no weird awkwardness, no weird silence. It just genuinely rolls off the tongue. So yeah, pleasure.
Yeah, and I've really loved doing this as well. The back-to-back has been fun. Jumping from Dan's channel to your channel has been really fun.
Yeah, it's tough because it's the middle of the day for me, and the time thing it makes it tough. Maybe we can do like a recording in the future, but I would
I'd be game for stuff like that as well. 100%.
Yeah,
We'll do something again soon.
Awesome.
But yeah, pleasure. Thank you.
Wait, give me a smile, quick.
A smile?
Smile.
No, mine was real creepy.
Funny.
Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, Dan, you look creepy as well. Go again.
I don't smile, so if someone asks me to smile, I have to.
Oh, you do that. I'll do it like this. This is for your journal.
Yeah, there we go.
But thank you very much, everyone who was watching, who's still watching. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed us sharing our stories and sharing our toys with you. Make sure to follow everyone here. I have their socials down in the description. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook. I'll once in a while post a toy photography pic. Normally, it's just stupid memes that make me laugh uncontrollably over stupid stuff. But if you liked what you saw today, if you're new to the channel, please go ahead, subscribe. I'm on every week opening toys. It's beginning to be a problem. Oh, real quick, what did you guys want to get for Christmas?
I don't know.
Nice.
It's hard.
I'm hoping
no one will buy me toys. No one will buy me toys. So I'll get socks.
Oh no, Dan, you gotta do what I do. To me, from me.
Brandon, you and me, we're going to talk about it on Saturday, but you and me are doing a Secret Santa, but it's not secrets. It's going to be you and me.
Okay, deal. But I have bought 4 Christmas presents to me from me already.
I should do that, shouldn't I? My missus is like, why are these presents under the tree? I put them there. They're for me.
I have an actual SHF Wonder Woman 84. That's what I'm hoping to get.
Oh, very nice.
My
gold one.
Yeah, my number one thing I want to open on Christmas Day is those new Lightning Collection Versus packs, for sure. Those are my 2.
I hope I get those.
Yeah, that's my hope.
Okay, guys, I made it through the whole stream without doing that.
Yes.
I think everyone please drop a like for that. And
yes, absolutely.
Thank
you so much, Kev.
Have a great night.
You too, mate.
Yes,
you too. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
End.